Hello, welcome to August 2nd, 2023. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life exercise. This is something that I do each and every morning, just a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:44 a.m. I do this in order to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours and just linger a little bit on the challenges and opportunities that I met and reflect on how I did handling those. Was I able to do well with the challenges and build well upon the opportunities? I also think about the coming day, the next 24 hours, and what challenges and opportunities I can foresee and how to ready myself for the things that will take me unawares. I conclude by reflecting a little bit on my life story, tune the story a little bit, and then ask myself if I'm ready to die, and then I get on with my day. So let's begin. But first with a poem. Of course, keeping with Keats, I have been for weeks now. Yesterday's poem is called Acrostic. And by the way, I did use this poem before, Ode to May Fragment. I leveraged that yesterday into the first edition of Stoic Poetry, which is the book that comprises my blog entries altogether. I thought the sentiment in that poem really reflected well the purpose of that book. Let's read Acrostic, and I won't go over all the details. We studied it yesterday. Remember, Acrostic, of course, is a poem or a piece of literary work where the first line of every instance of the first letter of every line, if you put them all together, it spells something out. In this case, it spells out a name, Georgiana Augusta Keats, who was Keats's sister-in-law. Acrostic is the name. Give me your patience, sister, while I frame exacting capitals your golden name. Or sue the fair Apollo, and he will rouse from his heavy slumber and instill great love in me for thee and poesy. Imagine not that greatest mastery and kingdom over all the realms of verse nears more to heaven in aught than when we nurse and surety give to love and brotherhood. Anthrophagi, in Othello's mood, Ulysses stormed, and his enchanted belt glow with the muse, and they are never felt, unbosomed so and so eternal made, such tender incense in their laurel shade, to all the regent sisters of the Nile, as this poor offering to you, sister mine. Kind sister, I, this third name says you are enchanted. Has it been the Lord knows where? And may it taste to you like good old wine, take you to real happiness, and give sons, daughters, and a home like honeyed hive. I didn't get it before, now I see it. It really helps to sit on a poem after sit on it for 24 hours and let it seep in a little bit. That last line is broken into sections per the name. So the first name, kind of, and then it goes into the second name a little bit there. Second name, and then the third name, Keats, is this section here. And he says this, kind sister, I, this third name says you are. So you are my sister by virtue of the fact of having taken on this third name, Keats, right? Becoming married to John Keats' brother David. Enchanted has it been, the Lord knows where. So hopefully there's good things coming of this name, and may it taste to you like good old wine, take you to real happiness, and give sons, daughters, and a home like honeyed hive. That's a really nice, but it's a very nice poem. Okay. The next poem is called Sweet, Sweet is the Greeting of Eyes. It requires no vocabulary introduction. I think most of the words here are fairly well understood. Excuse me. Sweet, sweet is the greeting of eyes, and sweet is the voice in its greeting. When adieus have grown old and goodbyes fade away from where old time is retreating, warm the nerve of a welcoming hand, and earnest a kiss to the brow. When we meet over sea and over land, where furrows are new, to the plow. I think I'm going to pack something into this. I think that this is a poem in reference to the reunion of people after having gone to live abroad, probably in Australia, America, one of those places, as referenced by the where furrows are new to the plow, where new land is being tilled, and then the happiness of the greeting that would come. Sweet, and then the name of the poem makes sense. Sweet, sweet is the greeting of eyes. That's really nice. I really do love Keats. All right, let's proceed with yesterday and last night. I slept good last night. I got to bed a little late, but slept pretty good and sound and right up to the alarm, as is normal these days. My insomnia seems to be a thing of the past. Yesterday was a good, solid day of work. I did all my work. I'm a trooper. There was one particular challenge. I won't give the details because it involved another person. But I was challenged pretty squarely in the face yesterday during work with a difficult situation. And I handled it better than I thought I would be able to. Better than I normally would. I handled it square, solid. I don't think that my handling of it gave much satisfaction to the other person that I was dealing with, but that's because I remained in the position that I am for the most part now, which is a due diligence trooper, just steadily trudging on with my project management and analysis work, and not really getting involved in the interpersonal emotions or dynamics or politics of any of it anymore. I've withdrawn from all of that. I used to be involved in that, not by, why did I do that? Because I was human. Now I'm getting to be an old human, and older humans have no, or at least this older human has less time for that. I did a good job with that, if I do say so myself, which is the purpose of this exercise, to point out the good engagements, the failures, and the things in between. Let's do the good life. My 7 objectives are the things that I'm striving to be. That's the way I want to live my life, the kind of human I want to be. The 34 principles are the tools that I use to get there. All of these are outlined in detail in my book, Going Alone. The 7 objectives are as follows. Number 1, to be always ready to die. To have my affairs, my relationships, and my life's purpose in order. 2, to make good and effective use of time, to not waste my days or my minutes. 3, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles and objectives. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. When I do this good life meditation, I'm working on these, tinkering with them, improving them along the way. That's how they grew from 5 to 34. 4, cultivate good emotional reactions. To become a man who does not react leading with my emotions, but instead leads with my reason and my balance and equanimity, as I did yesterday. Probably the best I can think of, the best instance of that yet in my life, of reacting with balance and equanimity, and not feigned, not even trying, just like standing steady in a storm. The winds are blowing. I found the footing that will keep me in place. I don't have to stumble or struggle so much anymore. Forward progress of a great sort. 5, to perform good actions, just to do good things throughout the day. 6, to recognize my true limits and my true opportunity, so I can know better where to engage and where to weather the storm. And 7, the last objective, is to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. So those are my objectives. My 34 principles now as follows. War, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, family, social principle, public speaking, temperance, the best, life will not go well. The horror show, that which must be born. The feast of woeful. Distraction, agency in the great indifference. The best seat in the house. The restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion. The season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseyeing, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, and the principle of fun. Now, sounds like I got through all 34 there. I stumbled a couple of times. And did you catch the juxtaposition of the two principles there? I kind of messed up the order between the social principle and the principle of family. I said family and then social principle. But I recovered from that. And after that, I kind of, it was like tripping a little bit. And then I stumbled a little bit further. But I think I got them all. If you want more details, they're in the book. You don't have to pay for it. You can just go to my website, goingalone.org, and the whole thing is listed there online for free. Now, as for today, it's another good day of work. It's a Wednesday already, my goodness. Tomorrow's the last full day of my project. Oh my goodness. Well, I still have another week after that of the warranty period. But big day tomorrow. I'm just going to power through today like I did yesterday. I'm going to be, if I can just replicate yesterday's motive force and will and reactive elements, the way I react again today, then I will be a bang up day. Maybe I found a way to be. The thing that can, of course, muck up the works is my health, right? Because sooner or later it's going to start to fail. It's already starting to fail. But I'm doing my best, digging out the tumors and keeping the sunscreen on and, taking care of the cataracts and all this stuff. But, it's going to catch up eventually. So there's no time to lose. I found yesterday that, going back to yesterday a little bit, that our lease, we got a notice to renew our lease. Now, normally the lease renewal notice at the places we live, they usually increase the lease, they increase the rent. Or the monthly amount. They didn't at all. I mean, the last place we were living at it increased it $1,000 by $1,000 a year. This place didn't increase it at all. Best place we've ever lived. And they're like, yeah, you want to stay longer? Same price. What? What is this, 1992? I'm so pleased about that. But they also introduced not just a lease option, but they introduced 4 variable terms, all the same price, and then one option to go month to month. And I did the math a little bit, and I figured out, wow, we can run that thing, go for a particular month term, and that'll fall the same month that Yumiko and Emily leave. We don't need this big place anymore. It's not a big place. It's only a 2-bedroom apartment. But it's too big for me. So I can explore some options. Like, why don't I get rid of everything and just hit the road with the dogs and because I've got about 6 months or so on my own here before I go to Japan, and just live on the road with my dogs and take them over when I'm done. Seriously considering that. It's an interesting thing. Anyway, I kind of got off track there. Let's come back on track. That's where I stand, and then I'm sticking to it. I'm going to have a hard, solid, maybe it'll be hard. I'm going to have a good, solid day of work ahead of me. I'm going to kick butt today. I'm going to get so many things done. Follow quality forward motion at all times. Because I like it. And I'm really capitalizing on the AI thing. I'm really, it's so funny to be embracing. I told myself I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to work on building my skill set and enhancing my career. Why? When I've only got 15 months left of my work life, my professional life left. But I really am enjoying this AI thing. And I've already given my first class, so to speak, and I'm working on developing it into a course and even thinking about offering it at large. Maybe I'll become a project manager and AI consultant of some sort after retirement. Because I would like to do something. It would be nice to do something that makes a lot of money too. We'll see. So I think I'll stop there. I'll wish you all the best. Oh, I have 2 more things I need to do. Darn it, I keep forgetting. First, I have to ask myself, or tell myself, what's my life story? My life story at this point is the story of summation. Sounds a little premature to say that, but it is. It's a story of loose ends. Maybe it's too soon to call it summation, because I still may squeeze another couple of decades out of life. I mean, my health is better. I mean, 10 years ago, I would have said I would be dead in 20 years, but I'm feeling good. I mean, cancer could come any moment, and brain aneurysm, stroke, I don't know, all that stuff. But so maybe it's too soon to just start speaking the end. Let's change the story. I love this piece of exercise. A new piece of the exercise of this Good Life meditation, which is to ask myself my story. Do I want to tell the final chapter yet? No. I should write this chapter with it being ready to be the chapter, but not the final chapter. What do I want this next chapter to be about? I want it to be about the sharing of the story of going on. That is my life's work. Okay, my daughter's my other life's work. She's good. She's on her way to her, so I can. And it's her own story to tell, so I don't need to tell her story. My story from this point forward is going alone. And boy, is Yumiko being supportive and encouraging. Anything that I want to do with regard to once we're done retired, and I mean, I keep talking about extending my time here and working a little bit longer. And she's like, no, don't do that, Kurt. Just pull the trigger, end it. And then, Kurt, just do what you want to do. I mean, she's even like told me this week, because I was like, well, because, I hate to, if I go off wandering during the day and as I ramble as I do, and I wouldn't want to leave her to have to care for both the dogs. I said, I'll take the little dog with me. Rudy, the white dog, is kind of my dog. And she's like, no, we'll be fine, because we'll figure that out. Just go and do what you want. I mean, that woman, that's how it's been since the beginning. She's always supported my adventuring. I mean, just, I could just go when we get to Japan and go wander Japan for a month on foot and just, and she would support that. So, I mean, I should embrace that. I should build upon that opportunity, right? The one principle of true limits and true opportunity. Plan my next stage out of that. So I had to identify. So I'm going to become softypapa again. It's not going to be anybody else. Softypapa still got some life in him. Become softypapa. I'm going to walk and think, and make videos and blogs, etc., etc. So that's the story. Now, am I ready to die? Do I have my affairs, my relationships, and my life's work? Are they in order? Absolutely. The affairs are solidly in order. The retirement's it's mainly the retirement, right? The retirement's all set up. If I die, Yumiko's gotten an income for the rest of her life. If I live, she's got an income for the rest of her life. It doesn't matter which of us goes first. We're both set. It's beginning today. 2, are my relationships in order? Absolutely. I spoke with my mom yesterday. I wouldn't be the conversation that I would want to have, but it's the conversation that I get. And is my life's work complete? It absolutely is. In fact, I added a new piece about the story, the storytelling at the end of the thing, and I put that out there so that's in there too. I mean, it's all done, and I could finish up. I have other books that I'm working on, but it's okay. Whatever happens, those are incidental. Those are the dirt below the summit, which is going alone, which is the story, my story. So yeah, I'm totally ready to die. Should I go at the moment's notice? Don't want to. Got lots of things to do. Lots of storytelling to do. Lots of adventuring. Hopefully, lots of good life with my wife. So I'll stop. I wish you all the best. With that, my life is done, if not finished. Be safe, but not too safe. Hey, I think I got that down. A little work on a little more, it'll be smoother. Take care.